Hey, what's up, guys? This is Quinn XCII. Just finished my interview on the Zach Sang Show. Talked about a lot of important, riveting stuff, but more importantly, talked about my new album, The People's Champ, coming your way right now. The interview, not the album.
Hello, beautiful human. Thanks for letting us in front of your eyes and inside of your ears today. It means a lot. Quinn XCII. This man has a lot to say. He has a brand new album out. It is called The People's Champ. If you want to listen to it, it's available on Amazon Music. We're going to put a link in the description below. And today's interview being delivered to you by GoPuff. They are making convenience stores way more convenient. Thousands of items available right in the palm of your hand. From electronics to home goods to snacks to booze. Whatever you desire, GoPuff will get it to you really quick. So try them out. Grab the app. There's a link in the description. And use my code, ZAC10. You'll save $10 off your first 2 orders. ZAC10. You'll save money. Use it and enjoy. Here's Quinn XCII. Hello, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That's Dan, and this is Quinn XCII. Quinn XCII.
Thank you, everybody. Good to see you guys.
I was very blessed to make an acting debut.
Yes.
In your music video.
Yeah.
Co-starred with Young Gravy.
I wouldn't even say co-starred, man. You just took that over. You were the star.
You're high.
Yeah. No, I mean, anyone who hasn't seen that video, type in Backpack by Quinn XCII and Quinn XCII, and you'll like you're right. Young Gravy's in there. He's like the first thing you see, and he's playing the judge. But Zach has this amazing role of my attorney, and he just, I mean, dude, he got a standing ovation in the music video. Like, that courtroom was like sweaty and like 100 degrees, man. It was like some studio, but I mean, you killed it, dude. It was incredible.
Well, I channeled my all. I thank you for the opportunity and for thinking of me to play your sleazebag lawyer. It really means the world to me. Yeah. And then I did, all I wanted to do, and the biggest thing that I didn't know before when I was actually on professional sets where and this was a professional set, but I mean, it was fun because it was all like friends as extras and stuff that, and everybody else was legit. But they were like the ones you were hanging out in the courtroom, and I just wanted to make sure I got it right every time. So then you get the day done easier. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep things moving. Yeah. I didn't know that back in the day. I was a real piece of shit.
Why don't you bring that mindset into this radio studio?
No, not a piece of shit. I just didn't memorize lines growing up, so it just delayed the process by hours.
And you can't wing it, dude. You gotta, I'll do liners and stuff, for like Spotify, Apple Music and stuff, and I think I'll just go in and wing it. And you're right. It prolongs the day. No one wants to wait and watch you figure out what you got to say. It's just better to come prepared. I feel like that's 101 adulting, but yeah, it's a good reminder.
Amen.
Yeah.
But do you have to come prepared when it comes to making music? Like, do you want to go into a studio and be prepared with anything, or do you want to just be nothing, blank, clean, go?
90% of the time, I would say, like what you just said, clean slate, go in with no sort of expectation. That was my big issue when I first moved out here, was I gotta go in and make a big song. And every time that didn't happen, which was 99% of the time, I would get all depressed and I'd be like, fuck, is this really what I want to do with my life? Do I need to move back to Michigan? Is this where I need to be? Did I make a bad decision? And the second I stopped taking that, the second I took that pressure off, everything just got easier, you know? And just everything just started to flow naturally. And that's just advice I would give to anybody, dude. Just just flow with life, not to sound too zen, but
there is a flow, but there also has to be some sort of placing or focus put somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like a balance, right? Because you don't want to force anything, but you also need to make sure you're in the right position, or at least situation to even capture or document what's happening.
Yeah, you can't be like, I'm sitting on my couch all day because I'm flowing with life.
I'm waiting for the flow.
Right,
it's pushing me here.
Right. And maybe I'm not saying you can do that, but you're right. That's a very good point. I knew I needed to put some work in and some effort. But it's like work hard, but trust that I'm getting to a place in life where and this is a good segue to talk about the record, but I'm learning to, clearly put forth my best effort, but also know that there's a lot of things I can't control. And I'm starting to let go of that grip a bit. And I've been noticing that chances are it's working, things work in my favor more often than not when I have that approach, rather than being okay, it's got to go this way. I got to make this. this many streams have to happen week 1, or I got to sell this many tickets. And it's like, you're going to run yourself into the ground if that's how you live your life.
I'm like,
it just sucks. Yeah.
It's crippling now.
It totally is. It totally is. And with this album, like, I went into it, I'm glad you asked that question, like, how do I approach making music? I went into it with literally no objective. I just wanted to make music just for the sake of being creative again. And I was more focused actually on just being present and just like being, and not trying to become something. Like, I think we're so conditioned to be like, I have to become something. I can't, like, what I have already isn't enough. And it takes zero effort to just be your like authentic self. And that is the message of the album, The People's Champ, is like, everyone is already like, you've already won, kind of. You're already yourself. Just stay true to that. And don't try and push the envelope a bit more and try to become something, because that's just exhausting, you know? And
do you come to this because you feel like you have to be something that you're not? And
I come to this because I think we're all friends, and I think I just want to talk to you. But I mean,
like, do you come to this conclusion, this want to create a story?
This interview.
Yeah.
I mean, I show up today because I was like, I got nothing else going on. Zach wants to talk.
You're not that free. You're not that free. You know, you got shit going on. But
this conclusion is what you meant.
Yeah, this want to have a body of work that portrays this message of like, we all have already won. Do you come to that after feeling like you've lost, or realizing that you've been winning and it's something that you want more of?
That's a great question. I would say it's come to I got to this point by just realizing kind of what the latter of what you just said. Like, I've had a lot of great things happen to me, and I think I never had that gratitude for it until recently. And stuff like the pandemic helped when the world just sort of shut down and there wasn't touring and there wasn't, you know, I don't know. And yeah, man, I just got to a point this year, like, I shouldn't say this year, last year, where like, I just realized like there's not much more I really have to. Clearly I want to do more stuff, cool stuff, but like, I just got to a point where I was like, I'm very grateful for what I have, and I'm so sick of trying to like keep fighting for more things. And I don't mean that as like I'm just done and I'm not going to be like, I'm just going to be lazy the rest of my life, because that's not what I mean. But it was just like a moment where I was like, I really am grateful for everything I have, and if I died tomorrow, like, this would be enough. And I think I can really like hang my hat on that, because in the past I didn't, and I've just stopped identifying myself with like certain things that come with being in the music industry, and just realizing that like I've always like even though I've gotten to a pretty awesome place, I've never had to compromise like who I am, and it's a good way of just like explaining to people that like you can attain things in life without having to just like change yourself, and being yourself is actually the most important thing, even if you don't do shit.
Do you feel like you are still changing for you, both in sound and human, even though you don't feel like you're not obligated to change? But sometimes change is healthy and breeds greatness sometimes. I think I'm actually more focused on changing as a human, knowing that will flow into the music. You know what I mean? And I'm almost looking at my career now as like, okay, I have to start with me first before it can bleed into all my other areas of my life, you know? And so like, if I'm not taking care of myself, how do I expect to make great art? And how do I expect to be there for my friends and family? And how do I expect to go out every night and play shows? Like, it starts with like myself and like self-care, and a lot of that more is like a mentality rather than just, obviously like I need, like we talked about losing weight and shit, but like I need to like, you know, diets are good and all that stuff, but it really, I prioritize more of just like mental clarity and perspective, and yeah, I think that even that you start with first, in my opinion, and then that transitions into the motivation to want to work out and eat better, and you know, work harder and stuff like that. Does being married hurt or help motivation? 50-50, I would say. Yeah. I would say it helps. It hurts motivation because it's like, okay, I already found, you know, the person I'm in love with and I'm going to spend the rest of my life with and have a family with.
so I don't really have to take care of my body anymore. And like, you know, like she like, and it's such a terrible way of looking at it, but I do it all the time, man. And like, and I have friends that feel the same way, and you just get complacent and you feel like, okay, like I've hit that finish line in my life, and yeah, we'll have kids and stuff, but
nobody's obligated to stay.
No, you're totally right, man. And I need to remind myself of that. So
what is a vow nowadays?
Yes. Sad
but true, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean,
so fucked.
Divorce rates are skyrocketing. You know, I don't foresee that with me, but you're right, dude. It's like that. I shouldn't make that as an excuse to not better myself, and I think I do fall into that. But it's a big motivator in the sense that like I want to provide for my family, and I want to make sure like she is happy, and obviously my wife has an amazing career and like does her own thing, but at the end of the day, like I feel as like the man, I feel responsible for like providing, and you know, when we have kids, I want to be there and provide for my family, and so there's the positive motivator when it comes to marriage, but it's a double edged sword, I guess. There's good and bad to it, but mostly it's very good. It's great.
Can I ask a crazy question?
Hi, honey, if you're watching. Don't preface that.
With the shit you were saying before the interview, I'm nervous about what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm on another, like, I don't know. I'm like...
Why don't we pass this one off to Dan, actually?
Like, I'm so curious as to what he's saying, but I'm also so scared about what you're going to say.
No, it is. It does.
Let it rip.
I get very curious, and I'm very fascinated with married people.
Yeah.
Have you ever, was that you or him?
Loved
it. Have you ever asked her what she finds attractive about you?
Well, that kind of goes.
Yes,
what I
have.
Say.
I have actually. What did she say?
Wasn't that outrageous?
So many things.
I mean,
you
even found a giant scroll.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll start with my legs.
My question goes: you have a song basically that's about this. Like, why did she choose you?
Yeah. Which one is that?
Why do you talk to me?
Yeah. Why do you talk? Dude, that song. That's you guys are pros. That's a great segue. It's literally a song about like, why are you still here with me? Like, why do you even like give me the time of day? I think she likes like, you know, if anything, you know, clearly physically you could go down the line. There's so much to choose from, but I think she likes that I've always remained that same person she met in college, I would say. And for me, that's never been hard to like, it's hard for me to like try and be like this new LA guy. I mean, I've been here for 8 years now, but like it's the easiest thing to just be yourself. And I think like that's also the best thing to be complimented on. So it's like, why aren't we all just doing that? Like it's the one thing my wife always says to me. She's like, I just like that you've always been Mike, and you've always been like the same person I met back in like 2013 or whatever. But I've never tried. It's like I've never even thought of that. It's never been like I've never focused on that or worked on that. So it's something we just overlook, you know? It's like we're all just worried about so much bullshit, and again, it's just like the backbone message of the album is like, you're already you, and that is fully enough, and people are gonna love that about you, even if they don't, like, whatever, like you're staying true to who you are, and I'm sure most people will, even if they don't like you, they'll probably respect you for being you. So yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, and then my legs, I would say number 2.
Got it. By the way, like, God, respect.
Yeah, she loves the Crocs too. I mean, the sock, I don't know.
It's like crazy, actually. Wow, you look good.
I gotta get more shoes.
You do look good. I do love your fashion.
Thank you.
You really, whoever's picking your pants does a good job.
Shout out to this brand called Cookman. They actually make chef's pants.
Oh,
and
is that what you're wearing?
I swear to God, yeah. And they're on Abbot Kinney in Venice. And
okay, I'm gonna go there. Cookman,
Cookman, Cookman. They just sent me a whole. We've been talking on Instagram. They sent me a whole like care package. They're like the best.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's like cool Japanese streetwear for cooks.
What? I can't cook for shit,
yeah.
But I love Japanese streetwear.
Yeah.
So do I.
You cooked up a good outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, shout out to them. They're great guys.
Have you been wearing a lot of their pants recently? Because you had another outfit the other day that I liked.
On my last tour with Chelsea, I wore this. They gave me 9. I bought 9 pairs of pants, and because I needed just cool pants, and I wore them for every single show. And so
I like those.
yeah, because I realized it's like, okay, if I'm wearing exciting pants, I don't have to. I can just wear like a white T-shirt or like it kind of offsets the outfit. Like it
What kind of fasten you got on that pair of pants? Like how do they latch?
strings.
Oh, so it's like
I don't want to show too much, but
I mean, yeah, you're gonna get us all excited.
Yeah, right.
So it's a drawstring situation. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, no belt loops or whatever.
Got it.
Is that mic bothering you?
What?
I feel like you think the mic's a little too high.
No, I don't. I'm ADD. I did this last time I was here. I was just
You can
touching
move it
fucking
if
shit.
it's bothering you.
You can do whatever you want with it. I don't
Does
give a
it
fuck.
bend?
You can
There
break
you
it.
go.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, see that?
You'd think I would know how to operate a microphone at this point, but
Anybody who asks me to be in their music video, you can do whatever you want. You have carte blanche.
has anyone else asked you to be in videos or like?
Well,
Are you going to be? Because I feel like you're going to be cheating on me if you do.
Well, I say no to 99.9% of things.
You get asked for a lot of stuff?
I've gotten asked a couple times, but I've said yes. I was in AJR's music video one time.
Amazing.
That was
when? Which one?
3 o'clock things.
Was that? What
I
album
delivered-
was that?
Last album, I delivered the Hamilton line. They were like on the show.
Uh-huh.
It was great.
No way. I don't think I've seen that.
It's
They're on the album.
worth it. Oh, I know.
Yeah, I love those guys.
I love that friendship.
Yeah.
It makes me very happy.
Yeah, dude, thanks. They're awesome, man. They're just like the truly nicest people, and like we met at like Firefly one year, and they're just like Jack. I remember came up to me. I was leaving and went out of his way just to say hi and stuff. And yeah, they're like the nicest. I love that they're brothers, and it's just like a one little happy family, and they're just but like
They're the best.
also incredibly talented, and I advise anyone who hasn't been to an AJR show, go to an AJR show because it's freaking it's like a musical.
It is. Yeah, total spectacle, and they
Yeah.
bring these songs to life in ways that you couldn't even imagine. And
Yeah.
their use of technology and just
It's
nuts.
inspiring, man.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, like going on the road soon, like it's cool to see like friends of yours doing like really spectacular stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to channel as much of that as I can, but I don't think I'll get anywhere close because they really did a good job.
No, they are incredibly creative, like creative powerhouses, but so are you. At the end of the day, like real recognizes real. So how does that go down? Like, do you ever get into the same studio with them or no?
Yeah.
You did for this record.
Not for this one. We worked on a couple things prior to this that weren't as good. They made this song, like the demo of this song, and I think it was supposed to be on one of their albums, and it didn't make it. And they're like, let's send it to Quinn and see if he like can write something to it. And then they're just like, why don't you write some verses, and maybe this could be like our first collab, because I know like our fans have always wanted something between the two of us. And we were supposed to go on tour, and then that was before the
with
pandemic.
Ash.
Yeah, that was gonna be so fun, man. I know. I'm still sad that didn't happen.
It's a whole other world, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of someone who's had an amazing career, like just
Killing
blown
it.
up. Yeah, she's the best.
Killing it.
Yeah, but they sent me the song and just wrote some shitty lyrics, and now we got one. Yeah.
I mean, that's like, is it hard to work remote like that and also to take a song that they had already written and then do your own thing to it? Because at the end of the day, like, it is your album, so you control what goes on it.
It does feel weird when someone does send you something. It's like this has happened, I think, one other time in my career where like someone made something and they're like, all right, now put your spin on it, and you want to serve it justice and make sure they like it. But I again, just going back to us being friends for a couple years now, like it didn't feel like I had any pressure on me to like perform. Yeah, and they were like, if it sounds good, it sounds good, great. If not, we'll just try again sometime. But I thought it turned out good, and I think it's really special. I think it's gonna be. We just rehearsed it live yesterday. It's gonna be a fun show to play on tour. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you going to sing Jack's part?
No, I'm gonna have his vocal track in there. Hopefully he comes out to a show or something to perform it, but we'll see.
Have you announced the tour?
US, not US, the Australia and Europe I have.
Sick.
Yeah, but we're waiting to announce the US, but it's coming obviously very soon.
You draw quite the crowd to your shows.
Yeah, man.
You sell out, brother.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. They just love, again, the legs and the Crocs and the confidence.
Is there a... Have you been able to realize the sound that you have, and how would you categorize it? Like a sound that follows you from song to song? Because there is a similarity when you listen.
Yeah. I never think there is, quite frankly.
Really?
That's one thing I think we talked about last time I was here. I think the only thing that draws it together is my voice and the tone of my voice. I've always thought I'm like definitely not the best singer ever, but I think my tone is unique enough where it stands out, and I think that is what kind of draws this like linear aspect to all the songs. But I would actually rather ask you what you would describe it, because I don't know. It's just I've described it in the past as melting pop, like it's a melting pot, but it's a bunch of different genres just kind of compiled together. But I don't even know at this point, dude.
There's a consistent brightness to the records.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know the right ways to describe it like in an official capacity. Or I would right now, but I don't. Just because I'm not like I don't speak. I don't have like musical vernacular like
I don't
that.
either. I don't either, honestly.
I remember, your last in-person appearance on the show, you were talking about using AirPods to do like actual mixing for your songs.
Yeah, to listen to like demos and stuff.
Are you still using those?
Not AirPods. I use the Strung, like just store-bought, or I mean, you can buy AirPods in stores, but
No, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah,
the basic ones.
You're a wire guy now.
Yeah, but I prefer those actually, like
Really?
quality-wise. Yeah. What do you guys listen to? You guys use like big, nice studio headphones? Yeah, there you go.
That's what
Dan's on the same wave.
I'm a wire
Yeah.
guy.
Nice and old school guy.
Yeah. Because honestly, and I do mean this, if you wear like these are great headphones, but sometimes like the bass in these will overshadow some of the like tinier components, like in songs, like little twinkles and little synths and stuff. Like that's why using crappier, quote unquote, crappier headphones is better, because you get to hear every element. Yeah, I don't know.
But that adds that's texture.
Yeah,
It's vital texture.
chef's kiss.
All that you need.
Yes.
Good record.
Thank you. One of my favorite lyrics I've ever wrote was that song. It's all that you need is what you can't see, but you've always had it. And that is about being yourself. And just frickin' don't.
That's true.
It is true, man. Yeah.
But like, what pushes you to come to that realization, or are you just older and wiser now so you can look back and realize things?
I think through a lot of experiences with like depression and anxiety and highs and lows, and getting to tour the world, and then getting to sit alone on your sofa and no one's clapping for you. Like, it's just like I've been through a lot of paradoxes and like opposites, and I think through all of that, I was like, what has stuck with me during all this experience? And it's myself, I've always been there for all of it. And it's like, that's all you really have at the end of the day. And all that other stuff is fleeting. So, just it's important to not try and clench for those. It's important to realize that you can't have happiness. It's not a material thing. I know it's a bit cliche, but like, it's not an objective experience. It's something that you have to look inward for, I really believe. And yeah, I'm just kind of getting to terms with that.
Is that what Black Porsche is about?
A little bit. Yeah. Black Porsche. Yeah. I mean, it's specifically talking about just like things I've acquired. Definitely is a song that talks about that stuff. And that was more of just like a stream of conscious, like I was just spewing random stuff. And at the time I was driving like this cool black Porsche, and I ended up getting rid of it because I just thought I looked like such a douchebag. I could go to like Whole Foods and step out and wear like Birkenstocks, and it just didn't like fit. I didn't like fit the part of the car. But yeah, I was just like that car I thought was like a good metaphor for just like, I didn't really need it, like there was a lot more I was searching for than just like a cool car. So yeah.
You rich?
Nah, not really.
I mean,
You're doing okay.
I'm doing all right, but I wouldn't say rich.
do you look at your bank accounts often?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Nerve-wracking.
Really?
Yeah. Because my wife likes to spend a lot on furniture. She's an interior designer, so
Oh, damn.
I know, and she likes the expensive shit. So I'd rather go to like, I don't know, IKEA or something. But
she gets the high
but she
shit.
likes the high-end shit. Yeah.
That's God, I wish I had that.
I don't want her to leave me, so let's
No, you have to keep.
let's do it.
You better keep
Let's
working.
buy that sofa.
Let's. But like, what do you do with your old sofas?
We've had the same sofa for a while, actually. We actually just like reupholstered one of them, and
Jesus,
yeah.
that's expensive.
It is. People don't realize how expensive furniture is.
No, it's crazy.
It's terrifyingly expensive.
I'm actually like, I'm about to move and I'm nervous.
It's one of those things no one tells you when you get older. Like that's going to be something you're going to have to deal with. Furniture is crazy expensive.
That's why I don't own anything.
No,
wait, and that's true, right?
Yeah, I just have like my apartment is basically.
You told me that last time.
A bed, a dresser, and then me.
No, you have a red lawn chair.
I have a red lawn chair. I bought
and I remember that.
Yes.
I was gonna say, isn't there something else that like a red something?
Because when the pandemic hit, I was like, shit, I'm gonna be stuck in here for a year. What do I do? So I went to Target, bought a lawn chair, and that's all I own.
So like right now, if I walked into your room, it's just like, is it like wood floor? Is it like there's
no?
a
It's
carpet?
in this shitty ass carpet, these ugly ass walls, a bed, a dresser, and a red lawn chair.
Do you have like pictures on the walls and stuff?
There's nothing.
Just
on the
white walls.
White walls.
It's like an insane asylum.
There's not even lights in there because when I went to get it was during the day and all the light was shining through.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's bright as hell in here.
Yeah.
The sun went down. I was like, oh shit, there's no lights in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's been 5 years and I've never bought one.
Have you seen that show on Netflix called Minimalist? It's
I would.
It's you would love this, Dan.
Yeah.
It's all about
It's you.
These two guys. It's all about the art of living with minimal things, but like actually how that gives you a lot more happiness. I think Dan's onto something because every person they highlight in the show, it's like they love their life because
I
they
don't
don't
feel like
have as much to deal with.
I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yeah.
And if I do want to move, I just pack up a couple boxes, put it in my car, and drive away.
Right. It's not like a big.
It's not like a moving day.
Oh my god! And that moving day sucks. I used to work for a moving and storage company.
Oofed.
Blow my brains out, dude. It was terrible. I used to work with a sex offender. They would just hire people.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody wants to do that job.
No. So I was just like toe to toe with like, I don't even want to get into it, but it was
God
bad.
damn. In Michigan.
It was, yeah.
Damn.
I'm not gonna say anything more.
No,
but,
that's well, you would move. That keeps you in shape, though.
yes.
I do watch these people who move my shit. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
God, and I moved myself once.
And I feel like such a piece of shit when they're doing it. I'm just like, all right,
watching.
guys, a little closer, and I'm just like fully capable of helping. I'm like in my boxers.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm such an asshole. Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It is. God, I feel that. I get that.
Yeah.
You know what record stood out to me was FOMO.
Thank you. I love that one. That one I think is going to be one of my favorite. I mean, I think it is already my favorite. What I mean is like one of the fan favorites on the album. It's really fun to play live.
People, like, I felt that way.
Don't do cool shit without me. That's my buddy Mark wrote that song and he pitched it to me, and I actually that was another rare experience where, like, speaking of like similar to the AJR thing, like that song was just sent to, like, we heard it and I was like, we need this song, and it's one of the second time in my musical discography that I have taken something that was fully written prior to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did you feel attached to it?
I don't know. I mean, I got to shout out. You've met Jesse, right, my manager?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, he was like, dude, I found this song, and I know you're not one to, normally cut vocals on these on pitch records, but he's like, I just feel like you need to hear this, and it feels like this could be like exactly what you would write if you had to, write something on this topic. And he was right. He killed it. So I cut the vocals, and yeah, so it's great. But it's FOMO. I mean, dude, it's like it's a very relatable topic, and I've never heard a song called FOMO. So it was called "Don't Do Cool Shit Without Me," but I was like, I kind of just want to call it FOMO.
FOMO.
So luckily, Mark, who wrote it, he's cool with that. So yeah.
Well, you kind of kept it in there. Don't do cool shit without me.
Yeah.
In a little parentheses.
In parentheses, yeah. It's true shit though. It's like I don't like to see my friends having fun without me. I know it's selfish, but.
It is totally. I mean, yeah. Been there, felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like you felt it.
Yeah.
Last night.
It's fucking, yeah.
People probably noticed by now that you.
They know.
Some of you smoke a pack a day.
Oh my God. No. My voice. It's bad. This is so embarrassing. It's so okay. So I'm gonna explain it to everybody. I actually got rid of smoking bongs and real smoke in my life.
Really?
I have a very expensive mechanism that, produces really healthy vapor.
Yeah.
And that's how I consume cannabis now.
Sorry, I have to put you on the spot.
No, it's okay. No. But see, it's so ironic that I literally did this.
Yeah.
To try to avoid this. And it didn't cause it. It's just, I'm getting over being sick and I have this lingering thing in my nose. And she lingers, she's here. And now your ears have to fucking pay the price. I'm so sorry.
Well, actually, we all have to pay. We're in the studio with you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to get sick. I mean,
hope not.
Don't worry.
I got a busy week, man. I got this thing.
Right.
I got promo.
You have to. Yeah.
Can't afford to get sick, so.
I can't believe you showed up here alone.
I know.
I love that.
I know, dude. I don't. anyone could just take me out if they wanted to. I don't think there's no, the label's just like, just go, just do it, you know.
They're like, you got this.
Yeah. I actually no, I like it though. I'll be honest. I mean, I love my label and I love all the people I work with, but it's refreshing just to like not have to coordinate and just like be like, all right. I just text you. I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm a little late, and like you were like, fine, it's cool, you know.
Is there any truth to the theory that you and Chelsea Cutler could be the same person?
A lot of people think that. No, we're vastly different people. We're wildly different. We just are very similar when it comes to music.
It's like, I love it though.
Yeah.
It's something special.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, she's great. She's like a little sister to me, but yeah,
Well, you guys have a huge fucking hit together.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that song's huge. That thing has.
Which one?
What I know it.
What one are you talking? There's so many to choose from.
The new one, Let Me Down. You guys sound great on that one together.
Thanks, man. Stay Next to Me, Flare Guns.
Stay Next to Me is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's hard. It's hard when some of your biggest songs are collabs, and they're collabs with the same person. Like that goes for both of us. So like in my show, it's like I always got to carve out time to have that Chelsea, you know, sort of medley.
Yes.
And when she's not there, it sucks. Which is she can't be there every show, and so. Yeah, but it's you can't not play those, at least for my fans. I know they always want to hear those songs, and I want to play them because they're fun.
I also had like no idea how big the Chelsea Cutler, Jeremy Zucker like sub EPs
the Brent stuff.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, dude!
I was like,
they're
what?
Huge.
First of all, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But then I was like, what the? This is fucking huge.
No, they're great.
It makes me so happy that people are listening to slower, more acoustic, folky storytelling records in a world where, like, if you go to, like, a label or a radio promo person, they're like, mid-tempo, too slow, never gonna work, you know?
Well, I love that they did that because, and again, like, from finding inspiration from friends, like they just, you know, went to like a little cabin in, I think it was like upstate New York or maybe Vermont or something, and they just, I don't think they were trying to make like hit records. They just wanted to make like a cool folk, like moody EP thing, and people went crazy over it. And then they made a second one, and
they went crazy again.
Yeah, dude. No, it's amazing. And like, you know, we got to see them like when we played Red Rocks, like they did that little Brent medley during it, and just to see like 10,000 people all singing this like these slow songs. Yeah, dude. I know. It's really cool, and it's cool when like big artists like that can still like, I don't know.
There's something
like
to this
put their effort into like a subgenre like that.
Oh fuck yeah! But you all have created a collective that is very judgment free, that I think enables each other to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I'm really lucky, man. I'm really lucky to be in a collective like that with some of my best friends, and everyone is just like positive people trying to make an impact for the better, and you know, writes music and performs it for like the right reasons. I think that there's a lack of that maybe in some areas in the industry, and so it's refreshing to be a part of a team like that. So I don't take it for granted at all.
Are you talking to the bartender in that song? Or are you like, what are you doing?
No, but it's loosely. I wrote that song just about, you know, just having some drinks after a long day. But I actually played it. I played a show at my buddy Andrew's bar in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It was like a pop-up show, and it was like announced it the day of, and we had like 300 people show up, and like people were like, kids were like sitting on like he had like a little patio in the back, but kids were like on like the neighbors like roofs and like pouring into the alleyway just to like get a glimpse of the show. And it was just an acoustic set, me and my guitar player Giancarlo, and like it was so cool. But I played that song later that night in the bar. I was like previewing some new music, and he was like, "This, like, is this about me?" Like he was convinced. And so I'm maybe I'll just start telling people it is about him. But shout out to him, he's great. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I don't know. This album's random. It's random, but I love that. There again, the reason for making it wasn't to write like a cohesive project. It was just to be present and make music for like the love of making it, and just remain myself, and whatever came out is what came out, and this is what came out.
Do you set time in the week or the day? How do you like if that's the way the flow is gonna go? Do you have to like at least sit in a studio for a certain amount of time to trigger it, or what?
Yeah. I don't think there's like okay, we hit the hour mark, let's pack it up. But I think you know, you sit there, you try some shit, you walk outside, you get some fresh air, you order food, you come back, talk a little bit, and but the key is like not forcing it. You know, it's like always about catching lightning in a bottle and not reaching for the stars, so to speak, and just letting it come to you. I mean, you can try to fucking reach for a pop smash or something, but I guarantee you it's not going to happen, and you're just going to hate yourself afterwards. And so it's better, I've found, just to kind of sit back and just hopefully it just falls in your lap. It's a really weird process. It's like John Bellion describes it as like catching squiggles in the sky, and like, you know, and that's really what ideas are. It's like catching something as it's floating by and like harnessing it down and running with it.
It's
a crazy way to look at it, but it's true, man. It's like, we're not the ones making these ideas. I'm also a firm believer, and it's coming from the fucking universe, and we have to just like be patient.
People think that like Chris Martin believes all of his big songs came from above, and like it wasn't him.
I do, man. I mean, clearly, like Chris Martin has to put some effort into like I said, like taking that initial seed and then running with it.
Of course.
And then he has to, now it's his responsibility. But like that initial spark, I don't think it's his. I don't think it's mine either. You know, it's just about like observing it and recognizing it's there, and then just
recognizing that it exists,
grabbing it. Yeah,
I think you need to give yourself more credit.
I say, you know what's funny, I say it when I say stuff like that, I know it's at the expense of people being like, come on dude, like, no, you're good at what you do, and I know I've gotten good at what I do, but I definitely don't put all of the credit on my shoulders, I guess.
Well, this is like what, your second album in 2 years? The other one was 2021.
Second in, I think 2 years. I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Because you did the show during the pandemic. Sleep While I Drive, so good.
Oh yeah, that's still one of my favorite songs.
That's the last album.
No, that's the one prior.
What the
There was
fuck?
another one
Change Your Scenery 2 was over.
I'm so sorry.
Was over. It's okay.
So I mean, it's a lot of squiggles to be grabbing. Like
It's a lot of squiggles.
So I think you got to give yourself credit. You're pretty good at what you do.
Thanks, man. Well, it helps when you're surrounded by, you know, the right people who can bring that inspiration to the table and generate the squiggles, and we gotta make a band called the Squiggles.
Oh, there's already the Wiggles.
That's what I'm saying. It's just diss tracks on the Wiggles. Yeah, dude, just like, it helps when you're surrounded by creative people. That's another thing. Like, I think I don't produce my stuff, so I really do depend on other people in the room. I'm just there to write and, you know, come up with the lyrics and stuff. But it's my job is made a lot easier when I can be around other people who are really talented, and those ideas come to light way easier. So
hard to trust somebody, but or you've been using the same person for a minute.
It's not the same person. It's like more of like a circle of people. But yeah, I mean, I've tried a lot of different sessions. This past year, I tried a lot of stuff. Actually, I just signed with a new label, and like I was just, you know, I wanted to like play ball with all the resources that they have, and, you know, test out everything. And I was excited, and I just kind of realized that I think I fit. My work is best when it's just with a specific group of people, and people I really like enjoy working with, you know, and like am friends with, and it's people I can like actually go grab dinner with outside of the studio, you know. I don't know, like I can't. You're right. I don't
Sorry, I'm like, you know, I keep hitting this thing behind me.
Can you put that hat straighter so we can get that logo in there?
What is it?
Go Puff.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know them?
I do. I thought it was a vape company at first.
Oh Jesus, no.
Speaking of. Wouldn't you think they would have
I think
you know it was made originally because of stoners. Is that
I
what
think there is a tie between them.
Seriously?
Yeah. Zach, can you fix that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, so
he's like, seriously though, can we
seriously though,
get that a little more visual?
There we go.
But yeah, no, I think I enjoy working with, you know, just friends, you know, just like,
well, people you trust and people you're comfortable around.
Yeah. Exactly.
That comfort is game changing because it allows you to be vulnerable and fuck up, and
it totally,
you know, get another shot.
People don't realize, like, writing a song, like the most awkward thing in the world is writing a song with a stranger in LA. Like, not just LA, but, you know, like it happens all the time in LA where you get paired up with like a producer or a writer, and you're meeting for the first time, and then it's like, okay, nice to meet you, man. Where are you from? Blah blah blah. Where are you from? Blah blah blah. Cool. Where do you live? Blah blah blah. Whatever. And then you sit down, like, all right, now, like, let's write something like that happened to you in the past. Like, that's so unorthodox, you know. It's like, I don't open up to people I've known for 5 years now, you know. Like, how can I expect myself to be that vulnerable with a total stranger? And I've realized, like, the people I do work with now, I've known for some serious amount of time. And it's no wonder that I like get my best results when I'm with them, because like you said, like I'm willing to kind of let my guard down and just be myself. So and not fear to fail.
And when you find people like that you're actually like comfortable doing that around,
especially out here, it's rare.
Oh my God,
yeah, dude.
In life, it's rare. Everywhere, it's rare.
Yeah, honestly, man, that's why I love talking with you, dude. I feel like what you do is great, and you bring to light like up and coming artists and albums and music. Not even say up and coming, but like, you know, you just do what you do very well. But you're also like I would say we're friends.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like we did the video. I see you at shows. Like, this doesn't feel like work to me, you know, and I think that's special, and it's rare.
Yeah,
so,
it makes it easier.
It does, dude. Yeah, I don't have a panic attack right now. Like if I was on, I don't know, any other thing, I'd be like, how do I look? You know, am I saying something okay? Like, you know, do I sound like an idiot? Or
Zane Lowe wouldn't give you a panic attack. He'd let you rub his head. That bald head.
That's
is probably so
true.
Soft.
I want to meet him. I saw him at Coachella once. He looks like the coolest dude ever.
Hi Zane. I saw you at Coachella too from afar. I thought you hated me, so I didn't say hi. But then I found out you don't hate me. So the next time I see you, I will say hi.
Why do you think he hated you?
He thinks everybody hates him.
Yeah, and then sometimes I think someone hates me, and I actually find out that
Is it
they
because
hate
you
me.
guys are like doing the same thing?
Nah, I
And
don't know. You know, Ryan Seacrest hates me.
No, but guarantee he doesn't.
I swear to God, he does.
Keep going down
why
the
do you
list.
think so?
The list is Dua Lipa,
And she came back on the show.
Joe Biden.
Joseph Robinette Biden.
No, dude, I don't think that.
Would you consider Big Sean a friend, or is that just like a bucket list thing?
I don't like, weirdly, both. I think like he clearly is a bucket list artist for me. I mean, being from Detroit, and he's an artist I've always looked up. I used to play his music in college, still plays music all the time, but like, you know, it's just someone I've always been like, it would be amazing to work with him, and I finally got a chance to, and you know, I met him for the first time at the music video that we shot. He was the nicest dude ever, like exactly how I hoped he would be, just like a normal guy from the Midwest. And but I'm not sitting here like, yeah, we go out to dinner every night, and you know, no, I think we're acquaintances. I would say maybe we're friends, I guess, but no, I think just a very cool bucket list moment, and if he wants to go out to dinner with me sometime, I'm going to say yes. Yeah. But I got his number, and that's I think I've won. Yeah, that's all I wanted in life, was just to work with him, and yeah. So
he's a good guy.
Shout out to him. He's a great guy. He's great. He just had a baby, so
Yeah.
he's the best. Yeah. So
He's really a top-notch individual.
He's just a great person. Yeah. You're right. Have you guys spoke before?
We had him in.
He's come on the show.
Oh, cool.
And then we used to be friends.
No way.
He dated my friend for a while,
No way.
and he and I we'd smoke weed together.
No way.
Yeah.
He's very he's I mean, we've had hints of spiritual things been said today, but he's very much on his Zen shit, which I love about him.
I'm excited for.
He's a calming presence.
He always has been, and he really was a gentleman.
Yeah.
I ran into him maybe a couple months ago at the mall. Which, you know, he's really great.
Yeah.
Janae, with Janae, Jesus Christ.
Let's
let's
keep that one in, actually.
Yeah, no, we're keeping that one in. The other thing that you guys didn't hear, that was cut. Was you nervous to send him a song, or?
How does that work?
It randomly happened through my business manager, Josh. Shout out to Josh. He reps Sean, and I've always bugged Josh like, hey man, you're my in for Big Sean, you know? And he was like, all right, we'll get, yeah, someday we'll do it. I just, you know, he was just kind of like pumping the brakes a bit on me. And then one day I was like, hey dude, I think I actually have something that is like on this new album recently that he could sound great on. And he's like, all right, send it to me. And then I wake up the next day to a text on group chat with him and Big Sean. And he's just like, yeah, man, send me the song. And then just he loved it and wrote his verse and just sent it back to me. And
what about that song though was like, I think Sean would sound great on this.
It has a really cool soulful gospel hip hop feel. And it reminds me of like early like Nappy Roots stuff, and like it just felt like a rapper had to be on the song. And I was just like, I'm just gonna shoot my shot and see if he's into it. You know, it wasn't like him specifically. We had some other people in mind, but I just was like, I would be remiss if I didn't at least attempt to go for him.
Well, you both are Detroit.
Yeah, and I was like, I think this is the time. Like, I think I'm at a place where he might know who I am, and if he doesn't, whatever. If he says no, whatever. But at least like I tried, and he was into it. So,
you know what they say?
Let's go.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes.
Anybody else you tried to get on this album that said no?
Yeah, there's a few.
Like who?
I'm trying to think.
Let's call them out.
Brian Seacrest.
Alessia Cara.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I love her.
I know,
Hi,
she would've been
she's
down.
amazing.
Hi,
And it's
Alessia.
not even bad blood. I love her. She's amazing. I actually sent her a song that's not even gonna make the album, but yeah, she was into it. It's okay though.
Oh.
But she's great.
Does that sting?
It does, especially when it's like people you admire. You're like, it's not like she's probably like, yeah, fuck him,
No.
he sucks. But she's like, yeah, that song didn't connect. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the right time. It could be a bunch of different reasons.
100%, dude. 100%.
Yeah,
And there's actually a few country artists I tried to reach out to, but
Really?
it didn't go anywhere. But it's okay.
But how often does it happen to you where somebody sends you a song and you're like,
All the
"Nah."
time, dude.
Exactly.
And I don't think twice about it. And so to be on the receiving end of it is when it stings.
Yeah.
And I try and like if it's someone that sends me it, I try and be like, and it wasn't her fault or whatever. It was just her, like we weren't in contact. But if I am in personal contact with someone who reaches out and is like, hey man, do you like this? Do you want to get on it? I'm always like, dude, you know I love you. but it's just like it doesn't seem like the right fit. You know, I try and really like let them down easy
Because it's
I
hard.
hate doing that. Yeah.
Art
Yeah.
is so personal.
It is, man. Yeah. And then it's so easy to be like, okay, well, am I the problem? Like, because art is a reflection of you. And so if they don't like your song, is it you that's that they don't like? You know, it's like a multitude of things that could be the other answer. And it's important just to separate, I think, the art from you. So
Well, you, Quinn 92, are the people's champ.
thank you. At least my mom thinks so.
I mean, that's better than nobody.
Yeah.
You know? If you want to listen to it, we're going to put a link in the description below. The People's Champ. It's down there. Stream it all on Amazon Music. Do it. I didn't really understand when I was in your music video. Again, thank you. Backpack. We'll put a link to watch
Yes.
it too. I
You
didn't
have to actually.
It's
Just selfishly because you're in it.
oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I didn't really fully understand the Quinn XCII joke.
Yeah.
And then I came into the studio and I told Carlos Camera, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be in my friend's music video this weekend." And he's like, "Oh, period. Who?" And I was like, "Quinn 92." And he's like, "Who's
Who the
that?
fuck is that?
And
Yeah.
then I show it to him in writing, and he goes, "Oh,
Dude,
Quinn XCII."
I can't tell you how many times that happens, man. Now I'm like, I need to go back to that. I might just like pull an audible and be like, yeah, no, that is how you say it, actually. Yeah.
I didn't know that it was that
no
real.
hard feelings, man. Yeah.
He's young.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just I gotta live with it. It's a poor decision on my end to
to start with that in the first place. Shut up.
yeah. It's all good though. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
Roman numerals clearly not taught in school anymore.
I had to Google the Roman numerals though.
Jesus
for
Christ.
92. So it's not like I'm some math wizard who is like, I'm gonna really stump some people tonight. You know?
That should have been a sign right there. You're making a mistake.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Well, it's clearly worked. What is he going to go by, Mike?
Well, fuck, I learned his name
Mike
was Mike
Stud is now Mike.
What?
Yeah,
Who?
Mike Stud. You know who Mike Stud
Mike
is?
Stud.
Rapper. You really?
No.
He goes by Mike.
Maybe I do.
I think it's you. You do.
May have heard of him.
I think that's cool when artists just go by one name.
Yeah,
And
Cher,
it's like,
Beyonce.
but it's like Mike, Kyle.
Kyle.
What other examples? I don't know. I just think it's
Kanye.
unique.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yay.
But you can go by Quinn?
Like in my day to day.
No, you don't. You go by Mike.
Yeah. Like you.
But your artist name could just be Quinn.
We tried it, and then that was the first. I never wanted the Roman numerals.
Oh.
We wanted to go by Quinn, and then a guy on Spotify had the licensing to the name,
Idiot.
and he was like an older guy who just made kind of like basement techno music, but he had like 10 monthly listeners, and we were like, hey man, like, love what you're doing, but you know, like, I'm hoping this is gonna be like a career for me. Like, can we buy the name from you? Can we, you know, pay you some money for it? And he's like, no.
Wow.
And he's like, I'm willing to go to court for it.
Jesus Christ.
So we were like, okay, we'll just add something to it. But
How long?
Wow.
but good
that
for
guy.
him, man. I mean, sticking to his guns.
How long?
Integrity.
Yeah, maybe he'll blow up next year, and we'll be like, oh, that was fucking Quinn.
How long did it
Oh,
take
it's that
you?
fucking Quinn.
How long did it take you to start like identifying with the name Quinn? Because it is like another real name. It's not.
Yeah.
like you have some strain. It's a name.
I know. I still it's still kind of like I've gotten better, but it still kind of throws me off when someone's like, "What's up, Quinn?" And I have to be like, I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's me." Like they're talking about me. Yeah. It's weird.
Well, to me, it's weird that your name's Mike because I found that out.
That's
today.
even weirder. Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought I thought it was Quinn all life.
Well, like, why wouldn't you think it's Quinn?
It's Quinn.
Yeah,
It's a name.
It's a name. Yeah, it's not like Yeah, it's not like Young Thug
Exactly.
92. Yeah. No, he's probably got a name behind that. Yeah.
Well,
No,
most people, like, Harry Styles, his name's Harry.
No, exactly. You don't think it's like
lucky fucking
Kevin.
him. What a great
Yeah,
name
that's
he's
his
got.
name is
Kevin Styles.
Kevin
Yeah,
Styles.
really would not be a superstar. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm a firm believer in the name can get you to a certain level
Fuck yeah.
where Kevin Styles couldn't.
No.
Even if you were the best musician ever,
No.
you're not playing arenas if your name's Kevin Styles.
And that's what sucks. And that's why I think there's such a burden and pressure on parents to come fucking through for your kids or then
With names, yeah.
enable an environment where they feel
Yeah.
creative enough to adapt a new title.
Yeah.
If they feel like they need to.
Yeah.
It's on you,
of.
parents.
I always think about that, but if I was to start a band today and call myself like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you'd be like, that's the stupidest fucking name.
You know what? It's so true. It's dumb until it becomes the cool,
Something.
until your
Yeah.
band becomes cool, and then you're like, oh yeah, that name's sick.
Yeah.
Like I remember G-Eazy said in an interview, he's like, I hate my name. And then it just stuck and it became a thing.
Yeah.
And now I don't think twice about it. I don't think it's lame, but he apparently does. I don't love my name, but like it is what it is. And you just stick with it. So
I think Bono recently said that about you too. I think
Really?
I think he said that the name is stupid or regressive.
I don't
or
love
something.
that. I
it's
still don't
so
love
good.
I don't love that name actually.
What, you too?
Yeah.
It's so simple.
I love it.
It is simple.
It's genius.
Or like the Beatles. If the Beatles came out right now,
Yeah.
would you be like, that sucks?
I don't know. It depends on what they look like. Their
Yeah.
heads look like Beatles. The hairstyles,
Is
Is
that-
that offensive?
Is that why they call themselves
Probably
that?
not. I don't know.
I always wondered that.
I mean, if I started a band and called myself like the Lizards, you'd be like, all right.
Yeah,
Right.
but you're
Not
not.
great.
You're not giving Lizard. The Beatles' hairstyles were given Beatles.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess. I'm thinking about. I'm
Or
thinking
like,
about it.
you'd be like the Red Lawn Chairs.
See if I
And
was,
that's a cool band name.
It is pretty sick.
Red Hot Lawn Chairs.
Oh.
or just like the Lawnies.
The Lawnies.
Oh. Okay.
We're just,
Yeah, we're workshopping,
workshopping
something.
there,
Yeah,
figuring it
yeah,
out.
we're getting there.
But you know what? If you want to listen to something that's been fully workshopped and is out in the world,
That's why he's a pro. That segue right there.
come on. The People's Champ. Listen to it. There's a link in the description below. Final thoughts, Daniel.
Yeah, speaking of professional athlete, let's talk about the sports theme.
I mean, this is crazy. It's like two amazing segues. I just think like the People's Champ, like we clearly the meaning is different. It's not just sports related, but we just thought it'd be a funny way to brand the album. And I've always done like quirky, like very Wes Anderson inspired fashion, and we thought like doing some preppy, like I'm in like a preppy tennis outfit in one photo, and the other is like boxing, and the other is me like in a bathtub, like. Which isn't really sports related, but like it's just weird stuff. And we thought sports is like a very broad spectrum of ideas, and we were like, all right, there's a lot to pick from there, and we're even going to incorporate it into the U.S. tour where it's going to feel like a sporting event, like you're going to like a NBA game, and there's like the jumbotron and the kiss
I
cam
love it.
and t-shirt gun. It's just like there's so much to choose from. So we thought that'd be cool, and I'm a big sports fan, so I don't know.
Yeah, I saw you kicking field goals.
Missed all of them, but yeah.
You'll get him next time.
Yeah. Shout out to field goal kickers, by the way. That's hard.
Right?
That's fucking hard.
Some say that that's actually the hardest job on the team.
Field goal kickers?
I think it's the most pressure. It could be
Most
could be the
pressure
most
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Another time we'll talk about that. What an awful way to end this field goal kickers. We can't land on a better note.
Oh.
I think the sports theme could also represent you feeling like an underdog.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean,
Do you?
I think I feel, yeah, I do. I think I feel like I'm still proving myself a bit, even like 5 albums in.
I saw that caption today.
Yeah. I actually didn't post that, so
Who
I
did?
didn't see it. Daisy, my manager. But yeah, dude, no, on a serious note, like I feel like I'm still I'm still proving my myself a bit, but I'm learning to like not care as much about that and just, kind of what we said earlier today, like just enjoy what I have and have gratitude for it. But I still want to exceed at what I do, and I still feel like people are surprised when they hear like, oh, he just played the Greek Theater, oh, he's doing Red Rocks. Like I'd rather it be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. he's that guy. You know what I mean.
But you played the Greek a couple times. I've seen you there more than once. No.
Yeah.
Twice.
No, just once. Maybe I opened for someone. I don't know. Just once, I think, actually.
Why do I lose track of everything?
Yeah.
So you were saying in the very beginning, you may not have these, massive hit after hit, but you're selling tickets.
Dude, you're selling out like nobody's
And I'd rather
business.
do that than big hits, honestly, because that's where, to me, the proof is in the pudding. It's like, like people seeing real humans in seats at shows is there's nothing better than. You can't like, numbers are cool, but like there's nothing better than seeing like real people like scream your lyrics back. So
but that's a real business too.
It's
and
a real
that's
business.
Like, that's everything.
It's everything. Yeah. So it takes the pressure off of making a hit record. So
I got confused. I thought, I was looking at Chelsea Cutler and I was like, "There's no way that's Quinn." No, she just did the Greek the other day. By the other day, I mean like 2 months ago, right?
Chelsea? No, that was with me.
The fuck? Where am I?
Dude, come on, man.
God. You know what I have? I am no longer drinking.
Really?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, this is a fairly new
I'm joking.
revelation.
Seriously though, I've thought about
Yes.
it. I've thought about it.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to do the sober January. I didn't go so hot. But going into tour this year, I really do want to try and like limit alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
So like I just so like I don't wake up hungover. I want to enjoy every moment of it instead of being like, what did we do last night? Like,
Do you smoke weed?
edibles. I don't smoke weed, but
Got it.
I'll take edibles. Yeah, it's bad for my voice.
Yeah, I get it.
Gotta keep this.
Somebody respects
secured.
what they got.
Yeah.
Sound like you.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody respects what they got. Goddamn kids.
My voice will be back by the next interview. Jesus. Well, yeah, you see one. It's hard to go sober, but like not drink, but not. Yeah,
California sober is a good way to live, I think.
God.
yeah, but like I'm done drinking for the foreseeable future.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. What was it? Well, not to get too deep, but like,
Just getting too drunk.
yeah.
Yeah, terrible experience, hurting people I care the most
And
about.
it rolls into everything else, and that's what I've learned.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like, you want to lose weight? Well, stop drinking, because for me, if I'm drinking, I have to eat shitty food,
Yeah.
at night, and then I sleep in, and I don't get up, and I don't exercise. It's just like,
Do you know for
the
every
domino
drink
effect.
it takes 72 hours for your metabolism to break it down?
seriously.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is your
Oh my
body
gosh,
gets
wow.
distracted. So you drink, right? And then you're eating other food. The other food you're eating just sits there,
Yeah.
waits in line, because your metabolism is working incredibly overtime to break down the beverage.
Like, it prioritizes the beverage
Yes,
first before
yes.
the food.
I have a friend who's like literally
That's
just mowed the
fascinating.
other day, lost
Interesting.
like 60, 70 pounds.
Oh my gosh. From stopping drinking.
Yeah, but my want to stop drinking has the physicality of it will come with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just
like mental clarity.
yes. Not really liking the person I am at all. Also,
Yeah.
not like losing track, because, God, fucking when you pour your own drink, there's no way to keep measure. It's like so stupid. The whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
over
right.
it.
You're right.
Over it.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. I'm 30. Yeah. I'm getting to that point where I'm like, everything just hurts more. Like, hangovers hurt more.
Drinking
Like,
is just
you know what I mean?
mentally
Like,
exhausting.
It is.
and
It is,
hurtful.
dude. Yeah.
I
it
stopped
is.
drinking at 29.
Did you?
29, 30, yeah.
How old are you now?
32.
32?
Yeah, I stopped drinking. I did dry January going into 2020 or 2019, whatever the math adds up to,
Yeah.
and just never started again.
Was it you were just like sober curious and just.
Yeah, I never drank like that much. I would just kind of go out on the weekends, but then
Yeah.
I decided to do dry January. I said, this is great, and it just lasted 3 years. I dabbled this past December a bit, but after 3 years, I was like, this just
Yeah.
isn't for me anymore.
Do you find it hard in your career to like, because you guys, you're always around, you're at shows, people are partying. Like, is it that temptation there still for you, do you think?
Not
or?
at all, because
Really?
I just know how I feel when I drink. Drinking's fun in the moment, but I feel like shit for 72
I know,
hours.
I know,
also like
I know,
when I
yeah.
stopped drinking, life got a lot. It's much more boring in different ways. Like, I don't leave my house anymore. I don't go out.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not be out at parties if everyone's gonna get wasted. I'm the sober guy in the corner.
Yeah.
That's not fun for me.
I
Yeah.
like to be the sober guy in the corner and
To
go out. I mean,
observe.
yeah, well, I also like I like taking care of my friends. It's so funny. I've had to do a lot of just evaluation on myself and understanding like where is this deep desire coming from, and like what is my relationship and history with drinking. And
Yeah.
I didn't drink until I was 21. I was like always taking care of drunk friends and designated driver up until literally my birthday. Like that day that we were all together was the first day I'd ever had a sip of alcohol.
Wow.
And I was it's true.
Yeah,
Your 21st birthday was the
Yeah,
first?
yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
way. Wow.
Yeah.
First person to ever wait till they were 21.
Yeah, well,
That's crazy.
but yeah, it was until then. So I was like, but I loved still going out and being with friends, even though they were drinking, and still being a part of it. And I smoke weed, so I'm fine.
I think that's a beautiful reminder that like you actually crave that like camaraderie.
Yes, and connection with other people.
Yeah, it's not really the alcohol.
Well, and the alcohol has actually been coming in the way of it, and making that connection toxic and disgusting, but you're spot on.
Yeah.
Like I crave community, friendship, and connection.
Yeah.
I don't crave alcohol.
Right.
You know what I did this past weekend? Just a little suggestion. I had 2 non-alcoholic Heinekens, and nobody there bothered me. Everybody thought I was drinking.
Yeah.
Nobody was pressuring me to
Okay,
drink.
but here's my thought on that. Is it still have like a bunch of calories in it and stuff?
Yeah,
Probably.
it's definitely not good for
Because it's
you.
like, why am I drinking this if I'm not even getting a buzz? And I'm
No,
putting
I
the
get
calorie,
that, totally.
you know?
Just so people leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, right.
You're telling me my body's gonna break all this down? I'm
Yeah.
not even getting a buzz.
It's not worth it.
Okay, you're right. That makes sense.
No, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
People don't have to be like, why aren't you drinking,
You want
man?
to drinking? Take this drink. Take
Yeah,
this shot. It's like,
yeah.
no, I got mine. I'm good.
Yeah. Or you could do just like club soda or
Cl-
you know,
like a lime on the
Yeah,
end.
exactly.
Yeah.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, yeah.
I get a ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
That's what I'm going for. Yeah. Well, anyway, the People's Champ, Quinn XCII is
Ginger
here.
ale. Last words.
Link in the description below. Listen to the album. Please stream all of his music on Amazon Music. Quinn, Mike, we love you.
Love
Thank
you guys.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys. Appreciate it. Good seeing you.